Hello world, my name is Richard. I've got a new microphone, so I hope you hear me better this time. Sorry about previous videos. This one is called Power to the People, and first of all it's got nothing to do with the excellent channel by GRAEMEPRYCE. I'll leave a link to that below, but it's a good channel, but this has got nothing to do it at all. Just same phrase, which has been used before many times. So this carries on from my overall theme that this party system we have is just bonkers. But I don't want to go into that right now because many people think it's too radical and don't get it. But I do want to make some points which we can do in the current system which would help to improve matters quite a lot. So first of all, general elections. Like many people, last year I was sick of the Tories and we wanted to vote them out, to have a chance to vote them out. Which it got eventually, but it's at the behest of the Prime Minister. He or she decides when we can vote. And I think it's just sick. It's too much power to those in charge right now. We need more power. We deserve it. We should take it. So, I've mentioned it before, but I think we should have the right to call elections ourselves via petition. And if it gets enough votes, then we get a general election. That's one simple measure that we could use right now, if enough MPs support it, to improve the actual democracy we have now. There's another point about MPs themselves. I don't think there's a legal requirement for them to respond. I think they should be, because mine has not responded at all about my climate issues and the human rights issues. And I raised this months ago, she's not responded at all. I raised it again recently, she's not responded to it. And other MPs I've had before are not responded, not engaged. So I think they should legally be obliged to reply. That doesn't guarantee a good reply, of course, at least you get one. And so you can continue for that. Another way we can improve matters is petitioners themselves. Because right now you get 10,000 votes on a particular cause that you've put forward. The government is obliged to respond. If you get 100,000, there's a debate held in Parliament. I want that to be stronger, so the debate ends in a vote of some kind. Right now, the government of the day, who are in charge, could just ignore the discussion. It's just hot air, really. Doesn't make much difference at all, I gather. But if we had the power to force a debate with a vote at the end, then that could be a different matter entirely. The other point, which is a major one, but not quite so new as getting rid of all parties, is to get rid of the monarchy. I've long had concerns about the aristocracy. I've met some of the idiots down the south, in the deep south. Their culture is just sick, they're toxic. Their private school system is just a mafia, as Graeme said. They've got the top jobs all of the country is sewn up. Everywhere you go, private school, plat. Posh plat usually. Because they've got money. So the aristocracy should go as well. I don't include the monarchy. Obviously, it's a major change, but there's a growing movement towards that. I just don't understand how people can think we've got a democracy with a monarchy in it. It's totally incompatible. I know the Netherlands have it, and as we do, but seriously, when you've got people in the palaces telling ministers and so forth what to do and what they can't do and what taxes they should pay and what they shouldn't pay and what they can get away with and all this stuff is just ridiculous. The whole idea that you're born to wealth and power is just bonkers. Very long tradition, very long history, but wrong. In a democracy, people should not be born to power. They should not be able to inherit their wealth. Which is another point. I've made a video before about banning inheritance. I know that's radical, but it would stop the wealthy wankers, keeping their power and their prestige and their privilege. It also introduces a kind of Marxist society where people have to rent their houses. Well, that's no big deal, really. The issue about owning one is ownership, is control, and having some say in then whether you can then decorate the property or not, or make repairs, or add an extension, or whatever. I think that should all be entirely possible within law. So the right to do that. Maybe in consultation with the owners or the other owners, with the council or a housing association. Right now they have a say what happens to their houses, which makes sense of course. But in principle you can add a new shower or something, or redecorate, whatever. There's no major problem there. So what else? Well, apart from that, just go to the parties. The number of examples abound of just you got loyalty to the leader, and you never cross the party line, or you get whipped and barred, excluded, suspended, hung. The Labour MPs suspended because they voted against these disability cuts. Why can't they vote according to their conscience? Just what stops that? Why is that not allowed? But no, you have to be in the party. Of course, that's the way to power, always has been. It's not the only way, mate. It isn't the only way, the only possible arrangement to have. So I think we have independent MPs only. Getting a government arranged is a bit tricky, but doable. And independent MPs should also be able to raise their own bills in Parliament. I don't think they can right now. Basically, the government does it or not. Which is so biased towards whatever party is in charge, it's ridiculous. Yeah, so independent MPs, or any MP, should be able to raise their own bills. I guess you'll need a kind of prior consultation to find out if it actually makes sense or not. With some civil service experts or something. Which may be a minor debate, I'm not sure, but there's ways of doing these things. I know people have objections, but there's nearly always solutions, alternative ways to doing things. As long as they satisfy the underlying criteria, they're fine. At least in my head. And protesting. It's virtually impossible to protest anymore. If you make a disturbance, or an instruction or something, or something like that, the police can pounce on you. Even planning a peaceful protest, they pounce. It's being shown to happen. And yet, any protest, any effective protest, is bound to include disturbance of some kind. Otherwise, it won't be effective. You could have a quiet, silent vigil, which the Quakers do, which does have some impact, I agree, but even then, there still causes disturbance. The very act of being in a crowd, in public, may result in disturbance. Doesn't matter if they're quiet or not. If you're noisy, of course, and marching, then it's what you're more disturbance and could block the road, granted. Which is a cost. But that has to be balanced with the cost of not doing things. In particular with climate change. Ignoring the climate scientists is just disgusting and insane. But that's exactly what happens. So yeah, power to people. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Bye.